TomoNews presents hamburgers.
Yes, there's a photo. A Michigan mother may be looking to quit fast food as a New Year's resolution after discovering her fish sandwich came with extra protein. After getting McDonald's takeout on Wednesday night, the woman took a bite out of her filet-o-fish before picking it apart as part of her usual routine. While inspecting the deep-fried patty, she found a worm weaved between the fish and its breading. Ew! The woman went back to the store to complain, but they could only offer her a refund and a corporate number to call. She declined the refund, as well as an attempt to take the tainted sandwich away, supposedly for testing. Instead, the woman stored the wormy patty in her freezer for safekeeping. McDonald's corporate seems to have made contact, though whether or not the issue has been resolved remains unclear.
Customer swallows screw found inside McDonald's hamburger. Employees at McDonald's in Japan seem to be screwing around on the job. That seems to be the only sensible explanation for why a customer recently ended up accidentally swallowing a screw in his hamburger. The unidentified man had ordered a hamburger from a local McDonald's, but halfway through his meal realized that something seemed a bit off. He'd definitely bitten something harder than your average cucumber. The customer decided to go to the hospital to check to see if anything was amiss. When he got an x-ray, doctors discovered a 3-inch screw inside the man's stomach. McDonald's has since offered a full-throated apology, a refund, and agreed to cover all of the man's hospital expenses. They've also carried out an examination of the local McDonald's, but no screws were found to be missing or broken. So McDonald's staff are baffled by how it got into the hamburger. Doesn't this whole thing sound a bit screwy to you?
Checkers responds to video of employee wiping floor with bun. Earlier this week, a video entitled "Nasty Ass Checkers" went viral on YouTube after it shows, this. Well, it's fair to say probably think twice about ordering any kind of fast food again, yeah? Checkers responded on YouTube. A senior VP at the company said she was appalled and disappointed by the video, and that the sandwich was never actually served to a customer.
Showing an employee mishandling our food. I, like you, am appalled and disappointed by what I saw in that video. This morning, we spoke to the employee in the video and her mother, and the employee is very sorry and embarrassed about what happened. She confirmed that she and her co-workers were playing around in the kitchen, and the product was never served to a guest.
Twitter user @LovinInParis said she was appalled the employee would practically mop the floor with the inside of a sandwich bun, while Andy Mong says they should make her eat a burger like that. Oh, man. How many times have you wondered if there's something iffy in your burger? Hold on to your sweet tooth. McDonald's seems to be on a mission to kill us with calories, one decadent food item at a time. After unleashing chocolate-covered fries on Japan, it's now targeting unsuspecting Italians with something they won't be able to resist. 2 days after humanity effed itself up, Mickey D's decided to console the world by making a dessert burger filled with everyone's favorite hazelnut spread. No meat, no cheese, no pickles, just carbs and choco-hazelnutty goodness. But you'll have to fly to Italy if you want Nutella between your buns. And you'll probably need to have more than one, because the sweetie con Nutella is definitely not American-sized. Might be a good idea just to make your own dessert witch, or better yet, just eat it straight out of the jar like a proper Nutella monster. Although if the Nutella burger ever comes to our shores, definitely not complaining.
A dieting dachshund loses 44 pounds after cutting burgers from his diet. Dennis the dachshund was fed White Castle hamburgers and pizzas until he reached roughly the weight of 4 or 5 dachshunds. In fact, his owner didn't care too much about what Dennis ended up putting in his mouth. A relative of his original owner eventually adopted Dennis, whose tiny legs were barely able to hold up his 56-pound body when she met him. A vet said that Dennis was so obese he would not have survived another month under this old gluttonous lifestyle. His new owner, a 27-year-old nursing student, placed Dennis under a strict exercise regime. And he started a new diet of dry dog food only. Now, after losing an impressive 44 pounds, the dachshund is at a healthy weight of 12 pounds. And Dennis now lives a much livelier lifestyle of squirrel chasing and other normal dog activities.
A forgotten McDonald's hamburger remained largely unchanged after 14 years in the coat pocket of Utah native David Whipple. Utah native David Whipple purchased the burger back in 1999 before shoving it into his coat pocket. His wife discovered the coat in the back of his truck and brought it inside to their closet, where it remained for more than a decade. 14 years later, Mrs. Whipple discovered the coat and was shocked to find that, minus the pickle, the burger was still in remarkable shape, but she wasn't sure what the dill was, as the pickle had evaporated. Despite several offers to buy the burger, David said he would keep it around as a lesson to his children about healthy foods. Perhaps they will name it Patty.
Woman finds rodent baked into Chick-fil-A sandwich. Been having a craving for Chick-fil-A? Probably not for long. A woman in Pennsylvania is taking the fast food chain to task after discovering an unwanted extra topping baked into her chicken sandwich. Yummy! Last November, 46-year-old Ellen Manfaluti and her co-worker were sitting down for their lunch break, courtesy of Chick-fil-A. When Manfaluti took a bite, she felt something funny, but figured the bun was just really badly burnt. It didn't take long for her to realize she'd just tasted rodent. Apparently, the whiskers and tail were what tipped her off. Horrified, Manfaluti had the bun sent in for testing, and sure enough, lab reports confirmed the sandwich bun consisted of a small mouse or rat that appeared fried. Her lawyer has since reached out to Chick-fil-A, but claims the company has only responded by referring him to its insurance company. Chick-fil-A's owner, Dave Heffernan, has stated he won't comment on the allegations while an investigation is underway. Manfaluti claims she's been having recurring nightmares and is now seeking $50,000 in damages for her pain, suffering, emotional distress, sleeplessness, anxiety, and PTSD. If you think she's got it bad, just imagine that poor little rat became his own last meal. So, you still craving Chick-fil-A? Didn't think so.
What's got 390 calories, 29 grams of protein, a bunch of calcium and iron, and costs less than $2, possibly making it the cheapest, most nutritious, and bountiful food in human history? Nope, it's not tofu. It's the McDonald's McDouble cheeseburger. And yes, those are hipsters choking on their community-grown greens. Economist Stephen Dubner of Freakonomics examined the virtues of the McDouble in a debate. Indeed, the McDouble packs a lot of nutritional bang per buck, especially in the US, where fruits and veggies cost 10 times more than junk food per calorie. But as Mother Jones food and agriculture writer Tom Philpott points out, there are a lot of hidden costs associated with the very cheap McDouble, such as the government subsidies given to massive farms, which make wheat and soy dirt cheap, and how much the American beef industry, which was once a source of well-paid jobs for skilled Americans, now relies on low-wage immigrants, many illegal, to get the work done. Also, what the clever guys don't talk about is how food in America just isn't food anymore, but some weird class battle between people who eat kale and people who have never heard of it. So while much of the rest of the world manages to produce cheap fruits and vegetables, eat real food like every day, and not get morbidly obese, maybe America should share its cheap, nutritious bounty with people who could really use the calories, like North Korea. Google fixed its terrible hamburger emoji. Things are finally back to normal in the Googleverse after Google updated its abomination of a hamburger emoji. Some person who has clearly never eaten a cheeseburger was in charge of the emoji where the cheese was placed under the patty. Luckily, the burger got a proper facelift with the release of Android 8.1. The cheese is now on top of the patty where it belongs. The Google monstrosity was first brought to light over the Twitter sphere in a tweet with over 51,000 likes and 25,000 retweets. Google's cafeteria even got in on the action by offering Android burgers with the cheese below the burger. Yuck! They also made some other emoji tweaks like an updated filled beer stein as opposed to one half full, and a new cheese emoji with more realistic holes.
Police search for 5 Guys Hamburglar in Washington, D.C. Police are on the lookout for this guy. No, we mean this guy. An unidentified male and aspiring burger chef who broke into this 5 Guys restaurant in the Columbia Heights neighborhood of Washington, D.C. Watch the video. First, you see our hungry Hamburglar rummaging around the soft drinks. The incident is believed to have taken place sometime after 3 a.m. on March 18th. Now you'll see our burglar fire up the grill. Watch closely. That looks like 2 hamburger patties with cheese. A double cheeseburger. Is that some sort of secret menu? Police say the suspect snuck in after a delivery person left, and they're offering a reward of up to $1,000 for a tip that leads to his arrest.
A woman who bit off more than she could chew at a UK burger joint left nursing a dislocated jaw. Nicola Pete made an attempt to chow down on a Liverpool burger joint's quite literally jaw-dropping 3-patty burger. But the 25-year-old's jaw locked midway through the struggle. She initially laughed off the pain, but realized the extent of the injury when she arrived at work the next day. Pete luckily found a doctor who was able to fix the problem with a quick maneuver. The soon-to-be-wed social media manager has promised to stick to less adventurous fare in the future.